In reporting an idea or a message using the exact words of the speaker, use direct speech. However, in reporting an idea or a message using your own words, use indirect speech. But what is the most appropriate way to change direct speech to indirect? Sentences in the indirect speech are already free of the quotation marks and must always end with a period. The sentence inside the quotation mark is called the reported speech. When the verb in the reported speech is in the present tense, change it into the simple past tense when changing into indirect. In the sentence, like is the verb in the reported speech, and like is also in the present tense. In changing it to indirect, like becomes liked. Thus, the present tense is transformed into the past tense. If the verb in the reported speech is in the past tense, in this case met, change it into the past perfect tense, which is had met. So what is really the form of a past perfect tense? Simple. Meaning had plus the past participle of the verb. The past participle form of the verb is generally the third column in conjugating verbs. The verbs in the past participle column are the verbs to pair with had to form the past perfect tense of the verb. They would look like this: had liked, had talked, had eaten, had sung. Notice also the time indicator in the example. Yesterday is changed to the previous day in the indirect form. This means that time expressions also change when the statement is transformed into indirect. Be reminded of these changes. This means that not everything in the reported speech has to be changed when you want to use the indirect speech. There is no need to change the statement, all people have equal rights, because that is a universal truth. That is something everyone knows and should be known. It would sound unnatural if you insist on changing it. Like he said that all people had equal rights. You cannot change that because even when the speaker said that in the past, that idea is still true even after she said it. This part could be tricky. You have to make sure that the pronouns used refer to the correct antecedent. Antecedents are what pronouns refer to. Let us examine the sentence. John told Mary that he had told her that they do not have money. It is very important that you do not interchange your pronouns. It should also be taken into consideration that some names do not suggest gender anymore, so it is wise to clarify it. The reporting verb refers to the verb before the reported speech or outside the reported speech, the verb outside the quotation marks. In the sentence, she says, I will come, says is the reporting verb. When the reporting verb is in the present or future tense, there is no need to change the tense of the verb in the reported speech. In the example, the only changes made were the pronoun I to she and the addition of the word that. Thank you for watching till the end. This is Teacher Janelle saying, let us all bear in mind that how a message is relayed is as important as the message itself.